did have awesome makeup on. Then I took it all off. And then I was informed that the Yums box was here and decided I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Because look, can you see it? Plays with Gangnam Style. You know what that is? Frickin' South Korea. Ooh! I'm excited. Because the deliciousness is to be had in that part of the world. Also, I was very excited also because just today when I was coming home, I'm not sure which group it is. Is there more tape on here? Am I missing something? What's happening? There we go. I don't remember whatever K-pop group did a thing with Halsey, and they were on the radio, and I just was like, I thought it was the best thing ever. I don't actively listen to K-pop. I don't have anything against it. It's one of those things where I'm like, you should listen to more of this, and then I don't. But I'm like, I don't understand anything they're saying, but this is great because we need more of this in our lives. Because why not? Music and food and everybody in South Korea. Yay! Much excite. All the excite. So much excite. Look at this squid. What's he got? He's got the booklet. Look at him. He's having a good old time here in well, he's in the States now, I guess, but at the moment, he's over in South Korea. South Korea. Sweet. Ooh, there's already some spicy boys up here and some chocolatey girls. Choco corn puffs. So, chocolate corn puffs. In the spirit of spring, we're bringing you a nation in bloom. South Korea is the definition of a blossoming nation. Since its formation in 1948, the country has grown into an enormous global influence. How so? Just look at its technology. As the birthplace of companies like Samsung, which is bought Kia and LG, the city of Seoul isn't just South Korea's capital, it's also the tech capital of the world. Unimpressed. There's South Korea's music scene to consider. K-pop songs like Gangnam Style and boy bands like BTS, I think maybe it was BTS that did it. Anyway, have smashed international records. Or scope out at sports. Not only did South Korea host the Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang last year, they dominated all other modern Asian nations in their events. Still, we think South Korea's most impressive feat is its yums, with red-hot dishes like Tteokbokki, maybe? Fruit and fried chicken made worthy of international acclaim, and choco pies that made headlines. You're in for a whole bunch of fun flavor this month. Ooh! We are, indeed. Kind of want to eat something smallish. This is smallish. Let's do this. Green tea choco pie. Best choice. Oh, delicious. Focus! There we go. I guess I really just gotta get up in there for it to recognize that I want it to do something, rather than just assuming it's gonna do something. I'm sorry, camera. Kind of a jerk to you. Just expecting you to act in all ways that I desire without giving a thought of your thoughts. Anywho, this is the green tea choco pie. It is a chocolate-covered green tea cake with marshmallow filling. Oh. The amazingness of a choco pie can't be contained, literally. The famous chocolate-covered, marshmallow-filled cake managed to traverse one of the most dangerous borders in the world, the one between South and North Korea. Since the 1970s, the choco pie has been beloved by North and South Koreans alike. At one point, they were even given to North Korean factory laborers as work bonuses instead of cash. Okay, there's a lot of things I could say about that. Let's be honest, I'm sure they probably would have preferred the money. Anyway, over time, however, a choco pie black market formed in North Korea. There's a typo there. And when the country's leaders caught wind, they banned the treat out of fear it would become a symbol of capitalism. Calm down. So, South Korean activists took a chocolatey stand. Hundreds of them came together to send balloons carrying 10,000 choco pies over the border to their hungry North Korean neighbors. It's pretty dope. We'll never know what became of those pies. Hopefully some people got them and ate them, because they deserve it. But we can at least get a taste of what the hubbub is about. This green tea version has all the chocolate and marshmallow goodness that the cake became famous for. What a fun matcha twist. Not to try and get political or anything, but I wonder what kind of effect that would have. Not to send, like, you know, paper propaganda or anything like that. Just send food. Just start sending food over there. And with, like, little notes that say, like, from your neighbors down. So I'd defect for that. I'm getting fed by the other side. Christ, I'm starving. I know not everyone is starving in North Korea, but, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of us know what's happening up there. Anyway, our focus is on food, not the world. We all know what's going on. Choco pie. Ooh, that smells good. Ooh, it's squishy. It's melty a little bit in my fingers. I don't often eat matcha things, I've come to realize. It is very green. Look at this. Let's get that texture, baby. Come on. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I finally, after 2 years, figured out how to make that camera work. Wow. Crumbs. It's nice. Matcha's not very strong, but I don't know, from my small knowledge of matcha, which again, small, it's not like a super flavorful thing, I guess. I mean, there's matcha drinks, matcha Kit Kats, and yada. But, I mean, like, I've had a drink where we made it green using the matcha, but then threw, like, chocolate and mint or something in there, and you couldn't taste the matcha at all. It's like, it was only green because of the matcha. So, no. Oh. Yep. But marshmallow is good. Chocolate's good. I support the sending of these to North Korea. How? Because it's pretty delicious. It's just a really nice little cake. Can we have these in America? Hey, America, hostess. Get your crap together. Matcha cakes. More matcha. I didn't really eat a lot today. Story of my life. Sort of. Not really. It's not like I can't. It's my fault. I just like wander through my day going la 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 la, and then realize I don't need anything all day like an idiot. But this is it's very small and light, and there's two of them. It's the Chamssal Sengua soy sauce flavored rice crackers. Oh. Don't ruin my matcha goodness. You're about to get a taste of South Korea's rich history. And when we say rich, we mean it. Back in 1500 BC, rice was used as currency in South Korea. But don't think pennies, think $100 bills. Rice was considered such a luxury food that it was too valuable for common people to eat, even the farmers that grew it. Huh. For centuries, you could determine a person's social status just by looking at how much rice they had stowed away. Knowing this, we can't help but think that if these savory rice crackers were around back then, they'd be worth some serious cash. Rice is much more affordable today. Yeah. It's really interesting. Anyway, so you can unfortunately not buy a Porsche with the crackers. However, they bring up a different kind of rich flavor. Every crispy bite bursts with addictive soy saucy scrumptiousness. We actually think it's a good thing that these crackers aren't worth a ton of money because we'd feel bad about eating $1 bazillion a minute. Yeah. Could buy a house with that? Oh. Don't really smell like a whole lot. Oh, there's the soy sauce. It took a bit to kick in. It's the good kind of, like, it seems like there's a couple of different kinds of soy sauce. There's the kind of soy sauce that's, like, way too salty. And then there's, like, the sweeter, chiller, lighter kind of soy sauce that you might have with, like, your sushi or something, you know? Huh. So it's like the outside is coated in the soy sauce, and then it's just like a white rice cracker, you know. Very, very, very light. It's like interesting, like concentrated soy sauce-ishness, kind of, with a little bit of sweetness and stuff happening. I guess there's like some kind of, no. I was thinking maybe there was some kind of like sugar or something on here, but I think I was too harsh on you, soy sauce cracker. Threatening my matcha deliciousness, but this is good. It's not the super salty kind. It's more of the chill, sweeter kind. So, and it's like when your tongue touches it, it's like instantaneous. But then as you munch, it just kind of just goes away, which is fine. It's interesting. Oh yeah. Not so much soy anymore. I could get to eat a bag of these. I would absolutely snack on these. I'm glad there's two because they're pretty tasty. I will absolutely eat the other ones. You know what's funny? It's like I got that box and then was all excited about it, and then life happened, and then I completely forgot that I had it. So let's eat something. This is Pepero. Oh, I said that with a Spanish accent. It's Almond Pepero. It's Korea's #1 brand. Yes! It says so. Theoretically. Yes? Whatever. You see. It's blurry, but you get the idea. At 11:11, many people stop. Oh, by the way, it's chocolate and almond-coated biscuit sticks. Many people stop to make a quick wish. At 11:11, okay. But in South Korea, the numbers slightly signify something a little different. Pepero Day. Every November 11th. So do people make a quick wish at 11:11 in South Korea, or just in general? Because nobody I know here does that. So, just saying. Anywho, South Korea celebrates that holiday by giving loved ones these crunchy chocolate-coated sticks. How did this quirky tradition start? Some people point to a 1983 news story about two girls at a South Korean middle school who exchanged Pepero in hopes that the slim-looking snack would make them become tall and thin. Others think the holiday was born because of a stick of Pepero resembles the number 1, hence 11:11. And some think it's a combination of the two. Whatever the origins, Pepero Day has exploded in South Korea. It's so popular that the holiday accounts for 50% of its annual sales in Pepero. Go ahead and share the almond-coated biscuit sticks with your own loved ones. Or gobble them up all yourself. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever you choose, the next time 11:11 rolls around, you'll definitely be wishing for more. And initially, when it said 11:11, because it had a colon, it had 11:11. What is happening over there? You okay? Because it had the colon, I thought it meant time. Does it mean time, or does it mean... I'm so confused. It uses both. It uses the slash, like November 11th, and then, I don't... Anyway, let's just eat some stuff. I'm here to eat stuff, not debate time usage and wishes and things. Look at this nice matte bag that it's just inside of. It kind of makes me think of Pocky, if you're familiar with that particular Japanese snack. Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh no, these two are stuck together. No, you know what? That's, oh no, there you go. Okay. Yeah, same concept. It's a stick with stuff. It smells like chocolate. Oh. It's good chocolate. Has the almonds in it. It's hard not to like it. It is exactly what it says. Almonds, chocolate, pretzel stick. Oh. I like their version of pretzel more than... Because I'm pretty sure this is different from like the type of pretzels we make. Like saying a bag of pretzels. I don't like our version of chocolate covered pretzel. Maybe because there's no salt on this. Maybe if there were no salt. Because I'm not into chocolate covered pretzels, but this is fine. So, yeah. It's good. It's very similar to Pocky. These all seem to have melted together a wee baby bit. It's okay. Oh boy. We'll just eat them like this, maybe. Oh boy. But they're good. So, you know, Pocky or Pepero or whatever you get your hands on. Eat it up. Even if it comes in a giant clump. Fun fact, I just did an entire thing where I showed this to you, I read about it, and I ate it, and I talked about it. I was not recording. I had hit the preview button, and not the record button, but I still have some left. And this is, so I'll do it again. I won't be surprised, but really, just eating it is not a surprise anyway, once you figure out what it is. It's just chocolate Heim, ham, Huna, ho. Something like that. There's crumbles all over my desk now because of it. But it is basically chocolate and hazelnut cream filled wafer, which initially I thought like a lot of the things I've eaten are sort of like kind of in a rolled format, whereas this, after I wrestled with the package for 5 minutes and looked like a moron as usual, they're like, they were together. I didn't snap them apart, they snapped apart in the package. This whole thing actually fell apart. But I'm assuming it was like boop boop, and then 3, 4, and because I ate the 2. I started to take it apart and then was like, maybe I shouldn't, because it was like not wanting to go, ooh, that one went. But I was basically just crumbling it and making it worse and making a mess all over my desk, which I still am. Sad. Anywho, if you were with us the last time we went to South Korea, and I'll say it again, pick something different, but okay. You might remember this hazelnut cream filled wafer. It was voted one of the favorites in that box. It's easy to see why. It's crispy, creamy, and totally dreamy. It's so close to perfect that we took on the impossible challenge of finding something even just a little bit wrong with it. At first we thought maybe there was too much vanilla wafer and not enough chocolatey hazelnut cream, but then we gave it another taste and boy, we were wrong. There's just enough of the crunchy wafer to house the ooey gooey goodness on the inside. So then we thought, is there something off about the nutty chocolate filling? Nope. Another bite proved that it's perfectly soft and sweet. In the end, we just sat back and enjoyed these deliciously crunchy, creamy wafers. It was only when we ate the last bite that we realized there one flaw. Not enough of them. Maybe that's why they gave us 2 packages of these. Because initially, with this just sitting there in the box, I thought it was like a chocolate bar. And then I picked this up and was like, oh, there's another one under it. Oh. So really, there's no big surprise in this. It's basically just like, on the inside, just like Nutella, like wafer stuff. So I'm basically eating wafer with chocolate hazelnut cream inside. It's good hazelnut cream. So it's a nice snack. And basically, if you don't have any of these here, buy some Nutella, buy some light crispy wafers, a spoon, dip it in the Nutella, just put the crispy wafers on there, and just like, oh, just eat it like that. Same thing. Problem solved. Got yourself a South Korean snack. Only on a spoon. And with more Nutella. Even though this isn't technically Nutella in here. That's beside the point!
That's a tiny dog. Hello, tiny dog. Are you being the good boy that you know how to be? The goodest boy that you know how to be. Not the best boy. Your little broke leg. Oh, this leg. It's broke. Alright. Let's have some snackies. You know, I always get these things, and I keep forgetting I have to use your teeth. On your nose. Hold still. Hold still. Anyway, this is the gum bag. There's 2 candies in it, I think. Well, 4, depending upon how many they gave me. Need sharp object. Surely I have something in here somewhere. Hold still. Aha! Success! Rah! If you're new to this channel, or anything about this video, the yum bag that I've so eloquently destroyed is where they put like their tiny snacky things. So whereas 4 candies total, it's 2 of the same type. Hello. You're going to be part of the candies. There's nothing outside the window. I don't know what you're looking at. Oh, did it? Okay. Hold still. Don't fall off. Be patient. We have candy. So let's eat the candy. Oh, are you interested now? Oh, candy. Oh. You just had a snack, so I don't know why you're all higgledy-piggledy and stuff. So let's do Mammos Rice Candy. Please don't jump. Do you want to get down? Okay. Now that the wiggly fishy is out of the picture, this is Mammos Rice Candy. Rice candy, hard candy. Why not? After spending a long, hot summer growing rice in paddy fields, South Korean farmers are eager to use their crops in a variety of foods, no matter how unusual. When rice is harvested in September, everyone celebrates with a 3-day public holiday called Chuseok. Families incorporate fresh rice into nearly every part of the traditional holiday feast. Bean-stuffed rice cakes called songpyeong, perhaps, provided I'm pronouncing it correctly, fried balls of rice flour called hangwa, and even alcoholic drinks known as sindoju, whose name literally translates to new rice liquor. So with this lightly sweet rice candy, featuring actual grains of South Korean rice, thank you South Korean farmers, you're getting a delicious taste of everything that makes the Chuseok tradition so special. It's a reminder of the hard work that farmers put into growing rice, and the extraordinary creativity that cooks in the kitchen. Also, if the camera's bouncing again, it's because I get all la-di-da casual and just start bouncing my knee. And sometimes that translates through the floor up into lay camera. It's hard candy, so I'm not to do a whole. It's clear. Oh. Magical. Smells like a rice cake. So I'm assuming it's rice with sugar, probably some water. Let's hold this bad boy together. Let's find out. Let's look it up. The infamous corn syrup. Sugar, corn syrup, popped rice, unsalted milk. Unsalted butter. In parentheses, milk. Artificial flavor salt. Okay, so basically it's sugar, rice, and water. That's what it tastes like. Sugar and rice and water. It's like if someone had liquefied a sweetened rice cake and then turned it into a hard candy. It's actually nice. I like it. It's different. And it's not like super sweet either. Like it's not like crazy sugary or anything. It's just really not, it's like, oh, it's a rice cake. It's tasty. So I can get behind this. It's good. I like it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna take a while to go away. But when we come back, we're gonna do the orange one, which I probably should have done first because it's squishy, but who knew? Candy! What does it take for you to focus? Why? Extreme close-up, apparently. Someday I'll figure it out. It's one thing this channel has the unified thing of Nicole can't open packages and can't get stuff to focus. But that's beside the point because this is Jeju Tangerine Jelly, tangerine flavored gummies. What do you want? This is no ordinary tangerine. This bright tangy orange hails from the South Korean island of Jeju. Or if it's a Jeju, but I don't really know. Famous for its warm weather, gorgeous greenery, and vibrant blue waters. Unfortunately, we can't bring you directly to this paradise, but we can bring you a taste of it. With the world-renowned Jeju Tangerine, locally called the, depending upon if it's a hard G, Gamgyu, or is that an L? Anyway, what makes it so special? The tangerines are grown in rich volcanic soil, making them sweeter and tartar. Interesting how they can be both at the same time, but okay. Than any other orange in South Korea. They are so prized that many families order the fruits straight from the island, not wanting to miss a bite of the winter crop each year. Recently, the South Korean government even sent over 200... Why does this sound familiar? Anyway, they sent 200 tons of them to North Korea as a gesture of peace. Luckily, you don't need a book to flight or... I can't talk. Luckily, you don't need to book a flight or hold office in the Korean government in order to try this one-of-a-kind tangerine. Bite into the super soft jelly, and you'll get all the vibrant sweet and sour flavors of the real tangerine. What are Jew waiting for? Alright, so I guess at the very end, it's Jew at the end. So maybe it is Jeju. Jeju? Jeju! Candy. And of course, it's covered for the most part, except the bottom, which feels like it sort of defeats the purpose. This sparkly-ish kind of, it's sugar, let's be honest. It smells citrusy. Huh. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna go whole hog instead of doing the bite in half thing. Because it's not a very springy jelly. It's just sink your teeth into it and get them stuck-ish kind of jelly. It's not as powerful as I was led to believe. I was expecting, like, tangerine, but it's not the case. It's pretty chill, really. There's gonna be a lot of chewing happening. Like a dog with peanut butter. I start to remove my mouth. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not nearly as magically tangerine-y as they made it out to be. It's a good gummy. I like it. But they were hyping it up real bad. To the point that I was like, oh, it's going to be a lot of... Oh, hey, look. Sugar, corn syrup, cornstarch, natural and artificial flavors. Y'all need to quit making fun of us for using, like, sugar and corn syrup and all of our crap. Because, some of you other countries do it too, just saying. It is good. I don't feel the need to go to South Korea and get one of these oranges or order a bushel of them to my house. I mean, maybe they're good, but it's not really coming through in this candy. It's good candy, but it's not magical. But anyway, you know, I guess maybe someday I'll try a real Jeju. Who knows? Probably not. Let's be honest. I live in the middle of the country. It's probably not going to happen. This is the closest I'll ever going to get to the whole thing. But I'll get what I can. It's been a while. Kind of forgot that I had this box. I mean, I sort of like got the box and then ate some things and then went on vacation and now I'm back and was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, still a box. So I still have 3 things. So let's eat some spicy something or others. There's a little chili dude. He's very happy and he's even his like chili himself. I was gonna say his shirt, but that's not true. It's just his actual body says so hot. So I guess they gonna be so hot. This is the... I've had this brand before, but let's see if I can pronounce it. I'm not sure if I ever did it correctly the last time, so we're gonna find out. The Tteokbokki Snack. Sweet and spicy wheat snack. And so far, all the wheat snacks we've had, they're all pretty good. Freeze! You've been caught red-handed, in the best way possible. The red snack in your hand comes from the famously bright red South Korean dish Tteokbokki. I think I'm pronouncing that right, which means stir-fried rice cakes. It might not sound appetizing based on that name, but during the Joseon dynasty, 1392 to 1897, that's a long frickin' time. This dish was so special, it was called, I'm just gonna skip that because I'm gonna ruin it, Palace Tteokbokki, and only served 2 royals. While the noodle-like rice cakes were brown and plainly flavored back then, these were very bland royals. Well, I mean, you know, that's before you discovered the magic of spice. Someone's got to eat something and maybe die or maybe not in order to discover whether or not it's safe. By the time wait, hold on, where was I? The dish eventually made its way to the masses. By the time it became widespread in the 1950s, a chili pepper paste called gochujang, maybe, had been added to spice up the boring rice cakes in both color and flavor. Since then, it's sold like hot rice cakes. Before you try the snack-fied version of the dish, remember 2 things. First, the initial sweetness is deceptive. These crunchy yums have got some serious kick. Oh no, maybe I should get milk or something. Second, make sure to savor them, because the only thing worse than red hands are empty ones. So I guess we will find out just how spicy these are, and whether or not I'll have to go get a glass of milk later on. Assuming... Okay, well, we can't open them that way, so we can... Here we go. There we go! We're gonna do that! Haha. They don't smell too spicy, but they also look like they are covered in sort of like a glaze to maybe keep the spice from getting... I don't know, too much? Too insane? Too wacky? That might be the sweet stuff, though. Oh. It's like sweet glaze hot. The question is it a good hot? Or is it like a hot Oh, it's the back of your throat kind. Because there's two different kinds of hot. There's like the hot, flavorful kind, and then there's the hot, I'm just here to ruin your day kind of hot. I'm trying to see if there's anything like taste-worthy in it. They taste good, but in terms of the spice, I feel like I'm tasting mostly wheat snack and sweet, and I guess maybe a bit of the flavor. Most of the hot is like, it's just ending up back here. Like, it's not even really on my tongue. It's on my tongue a little bit, and I'm like actively going, nah, 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 you know, to get it, to taste it, but most of the heat is just getting all in my throat, which isn't too bad. I feel like if I eat enough of these, then it would be like annoying and be like, I don't like this. But as it stands right now, it's fine. They're good. A little sweet bit on them. And I've clearly already established that I enjoy the wheat snack thing. So, not gluten-free, FYI, so too bad. But okay. Yeah, not super hot. It says serious kick, but serious kick to me would be like, I would say the last thing I had that was like had a serious kick was when I grew my own jalapenos. Oh! I feel like eating some of those was like, this was a mistake. No! Because they were hot. But yeah, most of it's back here. Like, you don't really, like, nothing, maybe like a few spots, like the back of my tongue back in here, but most of it's like all in my throat. Which, yeah, whatever, I'll just go get some milk and deal with it. But otherwise, yeah, they are very red. Kind of look like tomato sauce covered like rigatoni or whatever. Not really making my hands too red. Probably because like the sweet glaze that I think that's over them. So, but yeah, it's still pretty good. So, snack away. Another hot toasty day. Huzzah! This is not raining. Let's eat things that make me think of Cocoa Puffs, even though they're not Cocoa Puffs, even though they're called corn choco puffs, choco corn puffs. Just like Cocoa Puffs. But she's happy, and I'm gonna be happy, so it's a win-win situation for everybody. These are Cosmos Choco Corn, chocolate and coconut flavored corn puffs. No matter how much you love chocolate or don't, we guarantee that you've never tasted it quite like this. The light, airy puff is infused with chocolate and coconut inside and out, resulting in a totally unique product unlike any other chocolate on Earth. As a country, South Korea has only been making chocolate for 60 years, and rather than taking inspiration from other countries, they've made the practice entirely their own. Chocolate was first introduced during the Korean War when American soldiers passed out their rations of Hershey's chocolate to Korean children. From that small taste, an entire industry was born in South Korea. After the war, chocolate companies began popping up across the country, but they headed in a totally different direction than American chocolate companies. They focused on chocolate in recipes rather than as standalone bars, and their efforts have yielded some incredibly tasty results. This is just an example of their innovations, and while we tried many when putting together this box, this chocolatey, coconutty snack was our absolute favorite. Ho! It's just down there being a sad sack. Look, he's got an ouchie on his foot, he keeps licking his foot, and then he gets mad because I have to put a little booty on it. And then he walks around like his leg is broken. It's like, ah, my foot, you broke my leg, what can I do? And it's like, no, it's just to make sure you stop licking it. You're making it worse. Ooh, that smells chocolatey. That, you know what? That smells like that, this isn't disrespectful because I've always loved it. So like when you buy kid stuff and it's like, oh, it smells like chocolate or whatever. Like I had a doll when I was like 6. She was the companion to Strawberry Shortcake was the main girl's name. And my girl was the chocolate cupcake. I don't remember what she was, but she was the chocolate version. And she smelled delicious. But this is what it smells like. She smelled like this. She smelled like this kind of like chocolatey deliciousness. That smells good. Okay. Ooh, feels like Cheeto, really. It's got chocolatey good. There's like little, I don't know if it'll, let's see if we can get it to, it's got little sprinkles of some kind on it, so I don't know. maybe it's pieces of coconut. So it is very chocolatey. This makes me think it's a little bit softer than a Cheeto. So I don't think it would stay in milk for very long. But it does have that like nice deep chocolatey flavor, like that would be good in a cereal. I'm trying to see if there's like the coconut. I'm not really getting a lot of the coconut, to be honest. That's okay though, because these are good. Well, they are. It's basically like they took basic corn puffs and then were like, you know what? Let's add way more cocoa powder than we need. And it'll be great. It is great. It's very good. So these are interesting snacks. Because they taste, I don't know, more chocolatey than they should? Which sounds like a weird thing to say. It's hard to describe. But these are pretty tasty. I like these. I'm with it. These girls, these kids know what's up. Yeah. Even if they're blurry. But okay. Get yourself some chocolate corn puffs. And a glass of milk to go with it. But just don't dunk these. I think they'd pretty much just kind of dissolve. Otherwise, tasty. So there is one more thing in the box. Boom! Some sweet and sour chewy strawberry something or other. With a very disturbed looking strawberry dude. Well, I don't know, maybe not disturbed looking. He just looks very excited to be things. I wonder if it's going to taste like Now and Laters or something. It's thin packaging. But I'll probably have to wrestle my way through. But let's read about it first, because that's what we do. We read and then we eat. Or at least that's what I do. The rest of you are just kind of stuck watching me. So this is strawberry sweet and sour strawberry flavored chews. There's nothing controversial about strawberry, right? Guess again. During the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, an athlete on Japan's female curling team was photographed eating one. When she described the strawberry as surprisingly delicious at a press conference, she reignited a decades-old debate between Japan and South Korea. Japanese officials claimed the strawberries were rightfully theirs, as they brought the first strawberries to South Korea. But South Koreans claim they've worked hard to create a blend of the Japanese varieties, one that's both super delicious and entirely their own. Either way, South Korea now rivals Japan in the strawberry market, and if this incident is any indication, the competition is fierce, maybe even fiercer than the Olympics. Want to know what else is fierce? The sweet and sour flavor of the candy in your hand. It's chewy, juicy, and hopefully not too controversial. Woo! Let's eat a snack of some kind, maybe, possibly, depending. I might need a knife or scissors, except I don't have scissors because the scissors broke. So this is my life now. Just you know, I mean, it sounds like there's progress, but that's a lie. There's no progress. They're individually wrapped in here. Why? Okay. Haha. Alright, we've managed to... Oh, hold on. It's stuck to the wrapper. Okay. So, ooh, they're smaller than I thought. I was thinking more square. This is more rectangle. So it's a little tiny... wait, no, what's that? A little tiny strawberry dude thing. Snacky. It's the exact same pink as most of our strawberry doodads. Ow. Oh, I guess I should... Put a little strawberry. It's chewy, as one might expect, like a Starburst. There's the sour. A little bit of a pucker going on. Chewy. So it's basically like a sour strawberry chewy thing, yeah. I don't know what else you want from me. It's pretty much what you'd expect, honestly, from what you see and what you're eating and what you're tasting. Part of me thought, like, the sour might eventually kind of go away. It doesn't. But that's okay. It didn't claim that it did. I'm occasionally going to go, ooh! Because it's a little... Not like real strong. Just like every now and again you're just like, ooh, it's tart. Oh. It's about 7 pieces in here, so that's fun. That'll take a while to eat. And now, if we'd had the Yum Yum box or the Super Yum box, we could have been still snacking. We could have had cola potato chips, churros with a Z, and gangyong chicken puff. The crunchy Korean fried chicken. But we didn't get either of those, so we didn't eat any of that. So, let's read the riddle, including next month's box. We're off to a country where magic is real, where the fiestas are lively, and the coffee is ideal. There'll be tropical candies and bacon for your hungry mouth, so you better grab sunblock, because we're headed south. Are we going to Brazil again? Or something? No offense to Brazil, but, like, I've been there. Twice, maybe? At this point? I've lost track. I should start making, like, little tally marks of, like, places I've been, or something. But, yeah, because the very, very first box I ever had was Brazil, I believe, because that's where the Olympics were, and it was a whole thing. And then I think I have had Brazil after that? Maybe? I don't know. But it sounds like that. It might not be. It might be. Maybe it's somewhere else in South America, but it sounds like it's in South America. Because coffee and tropical stuff and fiestas. So, somewhere in South America. Hopefully somewhere we've not been. Well, if you've watched me chaw on stuff and chew on stuff and eat things and whatnot, thank you for sticking around. And if this is your first time here, I do it all the time. I'm terrible at keeping up a schedule. Mostly, this one took so long, FYI, because I got the box pretty much right before going on vacation. And then was gonna try and do it all before that happened, and then absolutely did not. So that's why this is super late. Like, I think the next box will be shipping out, like, I don't know, tomorrow, because that's usually about when it ships out, so then I'll get it, like, sometime next week. So, you know, just saying. But anywho, thank you for joining me. Thank you for, if you have any snacks of your own, eating them along with me, although I doubt that you would, because that would be weird. I don't really know why it'd be weird. Just be like, I don't know. Unless you need a friend to snack with, in which case, snack with me anytime. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with snacking with people, even if you aren't actually physically there with them. Who's to say? We live in 2019. It's a weird time, and I'm rambling now, so I'm just gonna go. Thanks for being here. Bye.